starting with some spelt flour in this bowl. So it's a whole grain flour, 3/4 of a cup. To that, add a half a cup of all-purpose flour. You can use 100% of the spelt if you want to, but I find that you get a little bit more lightness if you add the all-purpose flour, and it's nice for the texture. But it is completely up to you, and if you wanted to go super whole grainy, go for it. This is a cup of rolled oats and 2 tablespoons of ground flax seed. Whisk that together just to start off with, and then add some baking powder, 2 teaspoons. And a teaspoon of kosher salt. If you're using fine salt, use a half a teaspoon. Those are your dry ingredients. Make sure everything is really nicely mixed. And then the wet ingredients get whisked separately. So this is a stick of butter. Add 2 eggs. Do it right. Do it right or don't do it at all. You're supposed to crack your egg into a separate bowl just in case there's a piece of shell or there's something wrong with the egg, and then add it to your mixture, and I always forget to do that, and then inevitably one of these days something terrible is going to happen. Add your eggs, half a cup of milk, 3/4 of a cup of sugar. If you wanted to replace this sugar with a little bit of brown sugar, you could do that, or even a little bit of honey. I wouldn't replace all of it with honey. I think that that would be a very strong flavor, but if you like the flavor of honey, maybe a 1/4 cup would be nice. You have it on hand. Teaspoon of vanilla extract. Whisk in the vanilla. And then you're gonna add your wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. Guys, if you like recipes like these, make sure to click like and subscribe for more recipes from me and all of my friends at Everyday Food. Stir that together and then add your blueberries. These are 1 1/4 cups of frozen wild blueberries. If you can get fresh wild blueberries, you should definitely use them. We really liked the wild blueberries in here, so we went ahead and used frozen because they're always available. They're partially defrosted, but they don't need to be completely defrosted. They are going to tint your whole muffin a little bit blue, so don't be surprised. But that blue tint is adding all kinds of great blueberry flavor. You can see that it's already doing that. But that's okay. It's the flavor. Infusing the entire muffin with blueberryness. You're going to want to divide the batter between muffin tins that have been lined with paper liners. It's a 1/4 cup per muffin, and that's enough for a standard muffin tin, 12 muffins in a standard muffin tin. The oven's preheating to 350 degrees so that you can get these right in there. Make sure you preheat before you start cooking, especially with something like this where the recipe is really short, because before you know it, you'll be ready to put your muffins in the oven and the oven won't be preheated, which is frustrating. These muffins are really great. They're slightly more healthy, like I said. You can make them, bake them, put them into the freezer, and take one out whenever you want to eat one. They're great before work or school. That's it. These go into your 350-degree oven, and you want to bake them until the top springs back when lightly touched. That'll take 22 to 24 minutes. When the muffins are cool, it should take at least like 15 minutes, 30 minutes. You want to make a glaze. Obviously, you don't have to, but everybody loves a glaze, especially kids. So whisk together some confectioner's sugar. This is a cup plus a couple tablespoons with some milk. Start with 2 tablespoons. You may need a little bit more. It depends on, did you whisk your confectioner's sugar before you added it? How much is in each cup, Add enough milk that you have sort of a pourable or dippable glaze. Be careful though at the end, and this always happens to me, if you add too much milk, then you're gonna have to go back and add more confectioner's sugar. That seems like a good texture. Now you just wanna dip or spoon the glaze onto the top of your muffins. Probably use a little bit more if I spoon it on, but I feel like this is the appropriate way to do it. Now you're thinking, healthy? What are you talking about? You're right. Healthy-ish. All right, and then for the final touch, you want to grate a little bit of lemon zest over the top. add some freshness and a little hit of color. So I just grate my scrubbed and organic lemon directly over the top, and it'll set right into the glaze. Give you a nice bright note. It smells so good in here. Lemon has a high waftability content. I know it's not a word, just put it in your Sarah dictionary. Just let that glaze set and you have an excellent snack, healthy and delicious. Enjoy.